databases. What is really important for you to understand is that there is a wealth of information available to you on the internet through websites, etc. However, when you are doing research, it is best to go look where articles and periodicals and newspapers have put their information all in one spot. It makes searching so much easier and so much more time effective. So let's talk about how to do that. The best place for you to do that right now is to go to the LRC page at O'Neill, and then if you see over here it says Downers Grove Public Library website, you're going to click on that. This takes you to the Downers Grove Public Library page. If you look right here where it says Research Databases A to Z, that's what we're going to click on. And if you scroll down the page, these are all the different databases that specialize in something or other for you to use with your research. So let's see here. Let's start with this. This says Student Research Center. If I click on that, you're going to notice it wants a password. You're going to notice that you need to enter a library card number here. That is because the information here costs money. It's not available free on the internet through a web search. This is a different quality of information, so that is why it has to be password protected. We have an agreement with the Downers Grove Public Library, so we have a number that we can give you when you are searching here at school. And at this point in your search, you would need to come and get it either from your teacher or from myself. This is just one example of a database that you can use for your search. Now you'll notice it has all these things laid out. Do you want to search with magazines, newspapers, encyclopedias, biographies? It has a whole bunch of possibilities for you. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck all because there are only several that I really want. I'm interested in magazine, articles, newspaper, and book and encyclopedias. Let's say I'm interested in finding out information on the Great Fire of Chicago, but not just a whole overview of the Great Fire of Chicago. I want to know about what happened with children that were maybe separated from their parents. I would have a whole list of search terms ready to go. I might have Great Fire orphans, I might have Great Fire children, teens, young adults. Do you see what I'm saying? You need to have a lot of different things to search for. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to say orphan, children, Great Fire, Chicago. Now you notice I didn't say in a question, what happened to orphan children after the Great Fire of Chicago? A lot of you have gotten into the habit of doing that because some search engines allow for that type of search. Most databases, like the one we're looking at right now, do not. That is why I'm stressing how incredibly important it is for you to have a list of search terms ready to go. So now I'm just going to click search and we're going to see what comes up. What came up is a book review. Now, I'm not interested in a book review. I want an article on this. Okay? So this is telling me that there must have been a book that had something to do with orphan children in the Great Fire of Chicago. So let's try this. Let's get rid of children and let's try orphans. We'll add an S. Let's do another search. Same thing still coming up. All right, so let's try and get rid of orphans. Let's try children. Okay, now we have a couple more. We still have that book review, all right, and now we have something else. Now I can tell once again that these are referencing books, all right. So what you may decide right now is, I don't know if this is going to be a great resource for me because I'm not finding enough information in here, or you play around with your search terms. You're going to say, okay, it's time to take a look at a different database. So let's go ahead and look at Middle Search Plus. And what I want you to understand and get is that research is a process. It is not something that you should be able to find immediately, because when you're really looking for something specific, you want to make sure that you get good, credible information. So let's say I'm going to look in here. I'm going to look under Great Chicago Fire and see if we get anything to come up under that. Okay, so we get a couple of things. Now, if you look really here, inflammatory statements, that's probably not going to have a huge amount to do with the Great Fire of Chicago, although it is coming up that, so that might be something worth taking a look at. Then there's some other things too, Illinois history, Great Chicago Fire, right here. So what you may find is that you are going to have to do some digging. What you need to understand is if you are doing a search and it looks like you're not having any luck with your search terms, either you need to change your search terms or you need to maybe go broader. So it could be that I am just going to be looking for Chicago fire. And that may be what works for me. And I may just have to look in some of these articles, and I may have to actually read and search and see what I can find that has to do with, and if you look over here I can click full text, see what has to do with my actual topic. And that's why research is a process, and it's something that doesn't just happen. You have to actually read through this and see if this article will work for you. So, as with all things, your search terms are extremely important. Make sure you have a variety of search terms, and if a particular database is not working for you, then get out and go look at another one, because as you can see, there's a huge list of these, and you may have to try 3 or 4 of them before you get the information that it is you are looking for.